And welcome into sports, everybody. OU football honoring that 1985 national championship squad Saturday on Owen Field. It's been 40 years since Brian Bosworth, Tony Casillas and company dominated college football with that unforgettable defense. As Dan Lindblad reports, Brent Venables and the 25 Sooners D, no doubt, making those fellas proud in its final tune-up before next week's Red River Shootout.
Well, maybe a bit unceremoniously, but the Sooners are back in the top 5 for the first time since 2023. Take care of business against Kent State, and you're looking at a trip to Dallas as a top 5 team for the first time since 2011. Yeah, it's the Texas tune-up against the Golden Flashes of Kent State. Sooners wearing the 1985 throwbacks. That includes John Mateer, who was in uniform, but that black brace on the right wrist, his status to be monitored. Now, a key in games like this is to keep guys healthy. First Sooners drive, ball thrown to the end zone. Keontae Lewis, 100% effort, dives for it, slams into the brick wall where there's no padding. A terrifying moment on the field as Lewis laid in the north end zone. They would bring out the stretcher and the cart. The team running over to Lewis, giving their support. Venables saying after the game that he was okay and responsive. In his absence, Isaiah Satania stepped up big. He had a huge game last week, a huge one in this one. Wide open in the end zone, catches the pop fly. Another great game from him. 2 scores on 4 catches, 75 yards. Had nearly 100 on punt return as well. Now early in the second, it's 10-zip. Hawkins to Caden Helms for a 3-yard score. Make it 17-0 Sooners. The defense playing its part per usual. Noah product Danny Okoye gets the 8-yard sack to end the Golden Flashes drive. But the star of the first half, Tate Sandell, 3 field goals. This one from 55. OU up 23-0 at halftime. Now early in the third, more from the defense, and they finally do it. Force the fumble on the strip sack. Their first turnover recovered for the season, and what do you know, it goes for a touchdown for Grayson Halton. Almost had the one in Temple, finally gets on the board. 30-0. OU winning this one to get to 5-0 by a score of 44-0.
My job is to continue to create buy-in by our guys just every single week. Just affirmation. You did well. And so why'd you do well? Because you're talented? Because, you're popular? No. Because it's Oklahoma and it's versus Kent State? No, it has nothing to do. There's plenty of teams that look like crap because they don't show up with an edge, with passion, with energy. What I like the most is just the validation of the work and the preparation. This is a game that'll love you back when you love it.
There's still plenty of work on offense as it looked different with Michael Hawkins instead of John Mateer, as you would expect. What would that look like against Texas is to be seen. Now, the OU run game did look better than it has in the past. They averaged around 4.5 yards per carry. However, an OU running back hasn't scored a rushing touchdown in 10 straight quarters. Red River rivalry Saturday afternoon at 2:30 at the Cotton Bowl. From here in Norman, Dan Lindblad, 2 News Oklahoma Sports.
Dan, thank you much. Those Wilkinson-era throwbacks look sweet, don't they? As he said, 2:30 kickoff, OU Texas next.